Okay, the world of AI is just moving at warp speed, isn't it?
It really is.
It feels like, I don't know, every single day there's a new launch, some fresh breakthrough, a novel application that promises to reshape, well, something fundamental. It's exhilarating, for sure, but honestly, it can also be incredibly overwhelming just trying to keep track.
Absolutely.
So our mission today is pretty simple. We want to offer you a shortcut, give you a clear, kind of curated path to understanding the most important developments in AI right now.
Exactly. Think of this deep dive as your essential filter. We're really here to cut through all that noise, identify the truly significant trends,
Right.
and reveal not just the surprising impacts, but also the urgent, critical questions that are shaping the entire AI landscape. We've taken all the latest stuff you've shared, articles, research, insights, and we're connecting the dots to give you that clearer picture.
And wow, what a lot of dots we have to connect. We're diving into the major new launches and expansions, the stuff putting AI directly into your hands and powering critical institutions. Then we'll explore the incredible breakthroughs in the core AI models and tools, really getting into what agentic intelligence means and why it matters so much.
Yeah, that's key.
After that, we'll unpack the massive investments flooding this space, but also, crucially, the often overlooked sustainability efforts, which is super important.
Very important.
And, of course, we absolutely can't ignore the very real challenges and complex ethical debates that are popping up alongside all this rapid progress. It's going to be, well, a whirlwind.
Buckle up.
All right, let's unpack this AI avalanche then, because the sheer volume of activity right now is truly staggering. It feels like AI is integrating into every corner of our lives, from the personal to the industrial, just at an unprecedented pace.
It's fascinating how much of this integration is becoming so deeply consumer-facing. I mean, take Google's new Pixel 10 lineup, for instance.
Okay.
It's not just, a faster phone.
Yeah.
It's built around this new Tensor G5 chip, which is specifically engineered with dedicated AI accelerators.
Right.
So this means features like Magic Queue for smart suggestions, or real-time call translation, or even a camera coach. They can run incredibly fast and efficiently on your device.
So not constantly sending data back and forth.
Exactly, without constantly hitting the cloud. And this emphasis on on-device AI, well, that seems to be Google's strategic play to maybe, outpace the iPhone.
Interesting.
Focusing on what AI can do locally rather than just, say, raw hardware specs.
So it's really about making our devices truly intelligent, not just like connected.
Yes.
That feels like a profound shift.
It absolutely is. And it's not just phones. Google's Gemini AI is set to completely take over Google Home and Nest devices, I think they said by October.
Okay, wow.
And the insight here is that this isn't just another voice assistant upgrade. It's promising smarter, much more context-aware conversations. Imagine an AI that actually understands multi-turn dialogue.
Yeah.
Remembering previous interactions, maybe anticipating your needs. Moving beyond just simple commands to genuinely helpful interactions right there in your home.
That's a big leap.
And then beyond your smart devices, Google's AI search mode is expanding to over 180 countries, and it's becoming far more agentic.
Agentic, meaning it does stuff.
Right. It means it's not just giving you search results. It can actually act on your behalf. For tasks like making dinner reservations or booking local appointments, it's transforming search into more of a personal assistant.
Okay, that's a huge shift in how we'll interact with tech. But what about beyond, personal gadgets? Are we seeing the same pace of AI adoption in more traditional, maybe institutional sectors?
Oh, absolutely. The integration is just as profound there. I mean, consider the sheer scale and complexity of systems AI is now tackling. NASA and IBM, for example.
Yeah.
They've unveiled an AI system specifically designed to study the sun, which is, a monumental task.
Right.
And Google's Gemini for Government is rolling out with the US GSA, that's the General Services Administration. That signals a significant acceleration of public sector uptake, especially for handling secure, sensitive data.
Makes sense.
And healthcare. Big moves there, too. ZEISS Medical Technology just received EU approval for its AI-enhanced OCT device that's optical coherence tomography.
Okay, what does that mean for patients?
It's crucial because it promises faster, more accurate diagnosis of eye diseases, potentially catching conditions much earlier, improving outcomes.
And streamlining doctors' workflows too, right? I hear a lot about burnout.
Precisely. Epic, which is a major electronic health record provider, is integrating Microsoft AI Scribe. The idea is to help doctors streamline creating those healthcare records.
So less typing, more doctoring.
Exactly. It's not just automating data entry. It's about freeing up physicians from really tedious documentation, letting them focus more on patient care. That could have a massive impact on efficiency and, yeah, reducing burnout.
That's a real-world benefit we can all understand. What about making AI creation itself more accessible? Is that part of this avalanche too?
Absolutely. And this is where it really opens up innovation, I think. There's this new wave of creative and development tools emerging that empower, well, everyday users.
It's like no-code stuff.
Exactly, like ChatGPT, for example. They've launched a global platform that lets you create full applications in like over 40 languages with absolutely no code.
Wow.
Just turning simple ideas into functional apps right from your phone or laptop. It's democratizing app development on a massive scale.
Okay.
Then you've got Adobe's Acrobat Studio transforming PDFs, integrating AI assistants to make documents interactive, kind of collaborative knowledge hubs rather than just static files.
Huh.
Here in Midjourney, the image generation leader, is expanding into AI video creation, allowing users to transform still images into short video clips with their V1 model.
So we're not just consuming AI, we're starting to create with it, even if we're not coders.
Exactly. And Meta, too, has introduced an AI-powered dubbing feature for video translation and lip syncing on Facebook and Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and the insight there is about truly breaking down language barriers for content creators, right? Enabling global reach and engagement in a way that just wasn't previously possible without, significant investment.
That's huge for creators.
And just to underscore the sheer scale of this talent mobilization, Cognizant just broke a Guinness World Record. They hosted an online AI hackathon involving over 53,000 developers.
53,000.
Yeah, creating more than 30,000 prototypes. It just highlights this incredible kind of community-driven innovation bubbling up absolutely everywhere.
Wow, 53,000 developers.
Yeah.
That's mind-blowing. Okay, let's shift gears a bit then. We've talked a lot about what AI does for us, but what's actually happening under the hood? What are the core advancements in the models themselves that are making all this possible?
Yeah, and what's truly fascinating here is how much progress has been made in the fundamental capabilities and the efficiency of these large language models, the LLMs.
Right.
It's not just about bigger models anymore, but smarter, more controllable ones. For instance, there's this thing called AutoBench 3. It's ranked like 33 different models using hundreds of thousands of community-driven judgments.
Okay.
Giving us a really transparent, clear view of the current state of the art in LLMs and, who's leading the pack.
And who is standing out?
Well, DeepSeek v3.1 is particularly noteworthy. It's showing really strong coding and reasoning results. But the key insight, I think, is its introduction of hybrid inference and this think-non-think toggle.
Think, non-think. What's that?
It basically allows for unprecedented precision and controllability in how the AI processes information. You can kind of guide it to reason more effectively only when needed.
Okay.
Plus, its INT4 variant, that's a highly optimized, low-precision computing method. It drastically cuts down on the energy and computational power needed. Makes these powerful models much cheaper and faster to run at scale.
So it's about being more efficient and giving us more control. That sounds critical for real-world applications.
Precisely. And for those high-stakes enterprise uses, we're seeing options like commander reasoning emerge. And, the chatter around the next generation, the frontier models, is intense.
Like it.
We're hearing speculation about GPT-5 Pro making significant advances in, novel math and physics, Grok 5 potentially challenging the current leaders, even DeepSeek v4 potentially overtaking them.
So the race is definitely still on.
Oh, yeah. It signals a future where competitive performance is not only available at lower price points, but also comes with greater controllability and a growing emphasis on inherent reliability.
Okay, here's where it gets really interesting for me. This move towards more agentic AI. It's one thing for an AI to answer questions, right? But it's entirely another for it to actually act and complete complex tasks. How is that playing out?
This is a fundamental shift, you're right, moving from just information retrieval to action execution. Take ChatGPT, for example. It now has real-time web data via something called SIRPAPI.
Okay, so its knowledge isn't stuck in the past anymore.
Exactly. The implication is that its answers are no longer limited by its training cutoff date. They're current, they're accurate, which is crucial for dynamic tasks.
Right.
And developers can now connect its responses API to essential tools like Gmail, Calendar, Dropbox, letting them persist entire conversations.
What does persist mean here?
It means an AI interaction isn't just a one-off anymore. It can become an ongoing workflow, like managing your inbox or scheduling meetings. It makes the AI far more integrated into your daily productivity.
Got it. So it's about making AI a proactive partner, not just a reactive tool you ask questions of.
Exactly. And on the productivity front, you have tools like Cursor restoring GPT-5 to-do lists with live progress tracking, making project management smarter.
Hmm.
Llama Index is offering agentic document parsing for enterprise data, letting AI intelligently understand and extract info from vast data sets. And any coder can deploy multi-page applications with just one click,
Wow.
empowering developers to build and deploy way faster than ever before. And yeah, coming full circle, Google's AI mode in search isn't just searching anymore, it's handling real-world task execution, like making those dinner reservations or planning your vacation directly for you, truly acting as a digital agent.
That's a tangible leap from just searching for information about restaurants.
Mm,
Beyond these applications, are there specific research breakthroughs that are like improving these foundational capabilities?
definitely. Researchers at the University of Surrey, for instance, unveiled an AI tool called PNG. Get this, it reduces urban GPS errors dramatically from like 734 meters down to just 22 meters.
Whoa, 734 down to 22?
Yeah. The impact here is enormous for autonomous vehicles, drone delivery, anything location dependent operating in complex city environments. Makes them far safer, far more reliable.
Okay, that's huge.
And OpenAI's GPT-5 router points towards advancements in dynamic model selection, where the AI can intelligently choose the best submodel for a specific task.
Routing.
Right, and things like sparse autoencoders are emerging as a promising approach for detecting and reducing hallucinations, making AI outputs far more trustworthy.
Which is critical.
Absolutely. And for developers, these vibe coding platforms like Dreamspace and Replit are using natural language prompts to dramatically boost productivity. They let you essentially talk code into existence.
Talk code into existence.
Pretty much. It significantly lowers the barrier to software creation for a lot more people.
Okay, so let's talk about the bigger picture.
Yeah.
What does all this mean for the broader economy and, well, our planet? The scale of investment and the environmental impact of AI feel like two sides of the same rapidly expanding coin.
Well, the financial floodgates are wide open, that's for sure. Anthropic, for example, is reportedly exploring a raise of up to $10 billion.
10 billion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And OpenAI CFO Sarah Fryer, she's revealed these ambitious plans for potentially trillion-dollar data centers
Trillion-dollar data centers.
to power advanced models and potentially even sell AI infrastructure to other firms. The insight here seems to be about establishing dominance through sheer scale and controlling the underlying compute power.
All right.
OpenAI CEO Sam Altman himself, he candidly admitted that the current AI market is experiencing an AI bubble.
He admitted that.
Yeah, but he remains incredibly optimistic. The paradox, he points out, is that unlike maybe some speculative booms, this one is underpinned by rapidly deploying tangible technology that's already reshaping industries.
So bubble or not, it's real.
That's his bet. He predicts billions will use chatbots daily, likening this moment to the transformative potential of the dot-com era, suggesting it will fundamentally reshape economies and society despite the, inevitable volatility.
Right.
And we're also seeing major billionaires investing heavily, betting on AI to turn science fiction into reality, driving advances in fields like autonomous transport, personalized medicine.
That's a staggering amount of capital flowing in, but
Right.
with that kind of scale comes immense power demands. You mentioned sustainability earlier. How is the industry addressing the environmental footprint of all this AI? It feels like a critical challenge.
It absolutely is, and it's actually where we're seeing some really groundbreaking progress, thankfully. Google, for instance, is making significant strides with its Gemini AI.
How so?
They've reported an incredible 44x drop in emissions per prompt just since May, and their text prompts are apparently using less power than watching 9 seconds of TV.
9 seconds. Okay,
Yeah.
that puts it in perspective.
It's a huge leap forward, yeah. Demonstrating that efficiency gains are possible even with more powerful models. But what's maybe even more impressive is Google's commitment to transparent data sharing.
Transparency.
Yeah, they've actually publicized detailed energy, water, and carbon usage for Gemini AI, showing just 8.26 milliliters of water use per prompt.
That's specific.
That's specific, and that sets a crucial industry standard for environmental responsibility in AI, creates a benchmark that hopefully others will follow, forcing, greater accountability across the board.
That transparency is key. But okay, beyond the big players like Google, how is AI adoption actually playing out on the ground? And what are the practical challenges businesses are facing when they try to implement this stuff?
Yeah, it's a really dynamic picture. We've seen this dramatic surge in AI app usage in India, for example, soaring by 669% just in 2024.
Wow, 669%.
Yeah, it's positioning the country as a global powerhouse in AI adoption, especially across mobile and entertainment sectors. Driven by a massive tech-savvy population, Microsoft even predicts that 93% of Indian business leaders will adopt AI agents within the next 18 months.
Huge uptick.
Huge. However, there's a sobering MIT study that found 95% of generative AI projects in businesses actually fail to deliver a return on investment.
95% fail. Why?
Well, the key insight here is that the primary culprits are often not the AI model itself, but poor integration and workflow issues.
Ah, the implementation.
Exactly. It really stresses the critical importance of using specialized vendor tools and focusing on targeted problem solving rather than just deploying generic AI and, hoping for the best.
That's a powerful reminder that technology isn't a magic bullet without proper implementation. Okay, so with all this incredible progress and investment, what are the critical questions and maybe the potential pitfalls we need to navigate? It feels like the human equation here is becoming more complex.
It absolutely is. Security and privacy concerns are a significant focus. We've already seen lingering Linux kernel vulnerabilities being linked back to AI-originated code,
Oh, wow.
which highlights the supply chain risks when AI starts contributing to core infrastructure. Cybercriminals are also rapidly exploiting AI website builders, like one called Lovable, to generate sophisticated phishing and malware attacks. It just makes it easier for them to operate at scale.
Right, lowering the bar for bad actors too.
Precisely. And then there's the ongoing privacy debates surrounding new AI-powered smart glasses like the Halo X. They can discreetly record and transcribe conversations without obvious visible indicators.
Yikes.
Yeah, the implication here is a real blurring of lines around consent and what's public versus private space.
That's pretty unsettling, yeah. Raises big questions about trust and transparency. What about the broader ethical and societal impacts?
These are profound and, frankly, quite worrying in some cases. A Stanford University study, for instance, warns that AI chatbots may mishandle sensitive mental health queries,
How so?
potentially worsening conditions like suicidal ideation or psychosis. The insight there is about the critical need for safeguards and expert human oversight in these highly sensitive applications. AI is just not yet equipped for nuanced emotional support.
Absolutely not.
And there are also grave concerns coming from Amnesty International and the UN regarding the U.S. use of AI surveillance tools, things like Palantir and Babel Street, to monitor protesters and immigrants.
Raising civil liberties issues.
Serious civil liberties issues, yeah, around privacy and freedom of assembly. And then on a global security front, a UN official cautioned that ISIS is leveraging AI to amplify propaganda and recruitment,
Oh, no.
heightening global security risks by making it easier for them to generate and disseminate harmful content.
So on one hand, AI can help us immensely, but it can also be a powerful tool for those with malicious intent. What about the practical limitations of AI today, and how is it impacting the future of work?
Yeah, this raises an important point about setting realistic expectations for AI right now. Practitioners are cautioning that today's AI agents still really struggle with complex, multi-day engineering tasks.
Where do they fall short?
The challenge lies in sustained autonomy, long-term planning, and adapting to unforeseen circumstances. That's where human ingenuity still prevails. And there are ongoing reliability concerns, too.
Like bias.
Like representational bias in models, yeah, where the training data isn't diverse enough. And also post-training bugs that only appear once the AI is deployed out in the wild, leading to unexpected errors.
Tricky stuff.
And the issue of AI plagiarism in research is becoming a real hot topic. An award from the ACL, that's the Association for Computational Linguistics, actually spotlighted the issue, sparking broader questions around how we even define plagiarism in the age of generative AI.
Right. It changes everything. So it's not just about what it can do, but what it can't do reliably yet. And how is this actually changing the workforce?
Well, the discussions really highlight the folly, as some put it, of simply trying to replace junior staff with AI.
Yeah.
Instead, it seems to be more about augmentation and reskilling. There are definitely widespread gaps in LLM skills among knowledge workers right now. But on the flip side, AI also gives sort of outsized leverage to solo developers,
Oh, so?
allowing small teams or even individuals to achieve what used to require large corporations. So it's a reshaping, not just a simple replacement.
Interesting.
And to try and address these ethical challenges head on and ensure responsible development, Anthropic is actually launching a higher education advisory board.
Really?
Yeah, to help shape the ethical use of AI in universities, focusing specifically on things like academic integrity and student privacy in this new paradigm.
Okay, wow, that truly was a lot to take in. We've just explored a future where AI touches, well, everything. From the smartphone in your pocket to detecting hurricanes, from discovering drugs to tracking political protests, it truly is becoming an undeniable part of our daily lives, often in ways we don't even fully perceive yet.
Yeah, and if we connect all these dots, try to see the bigger picture. This period we're living through is just undeniably defined by unprecedented innovation and incredibly rapid deployment.
Right.
But it's also marked just as clearly by a growing recognition of the complex challenges AI presents, from its accelerating energy demands, like we talked about, to the critical need for ethical governance and robust security measures. It's just a rapidly evolving landscape where every single advance brings new considerations to the table.
So as AI continues its relentless integration into our daily lives, the question for you is, how do you see the balance evolving between its immense capabilities and that critical need for safety, transparency, and accountability? What role will you play in shaping this rapidly changing landscape, both as maybe a consumer or perhaps even a creator of this powerful technology? Something to think about.